All right, we'll just start with that nice big deep breath in, open up, exhale, come forward, round those shoulders, bring them forward, lift them up again. This time, hands behind your head, let those ribs pop up. Give yourself a little arch in the low back, mid back, and then upper back, and then come back and hug down, and then open up again and hug down. And then we'll do that same thing with the arms, open up, roll it down, open up, roll it down. Last time we're gonna open up, stay lifted, shoulders up, back and down, deep breath in. We're just gonna start nice and easy, stepping up on that foot. As you're feeling a little more invigorated, you can add some arms. One more time, up, up, down, down. Move over to your other side or move your book. Same thing, just start with a step up. When you're ready, pump those arms. Two more. Beautiful, step behind again, other side. This time as you come up, you're gonna tap the first few, and then we're gonna do a knee up. Last one. Come on over other side. Same thing, knee up. Two more. Good. Other side. This time we step up, we curl, hamstring curl, and let's squeeze those shoulder blades together. Last two. Beautiful. Other side, same thing, hamstring curl. One more. Good. This time, opposite side. It's going to be arm and leg extension. Last one. And then again, other side with that extension. Beautiful. And now we come over to that first side. We're going to put all those things together. So we're going to tap up 4. 2 more. Then we go knee up for 4. Hamstring curl for 4. Four extensions. We're cutting that down in half for 2 taps. 2 knees, 2 curls, 2 extensions, 1 of each. Tap it up, knee, curl, extend, up and over other side. Same thing on this side, 4 taps. 4 knees, 4 curls, 4 extensions, 2s, 2 taps, 2 knees, 2 curls, 2 extensions, 1 of each, 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 curl, 1 extension, up and over first side, changing it up. Leg up on the box or your book this time. Tap up, but we're gonna double time. Now 8 knees. 8 curls. 8 extensions. 4 taps. 4 knees. 4 curls. 4 extensions. 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 curls. 2 extensions. 1 of each. Tap, knee, curl, extend. Woo, that right side should have felt that if that was where you were. Other side. Here we go, tap up, double time. Now 8 knees. 8 curls. 8 extensions. 4 taps. 4 knees. 4 curls. 4 extensions. 2 of each, 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 curls. 2 extensions. 1 of each. Tap, knee. Let's curl. Yep. Extend. Woo, bring it down. Let that heart rate come down just a little bit, step touch, side to side. We'll be back up on that book in just a moment. All right, wide stance. So that should have warmed us up and started to work that lower body. We're gonna round into a cat stretch, and a cat stretch, and a cow. Cat, I need to do that today. And cow, keep rolling through cat, cow. Someone needs my attention for a moment. Good girl. Cat and cow, stay in that cow, drop that right shoulder in, look over the left. Back through center, other way. Back through center, cat, cow. In that cow, I want you to come over with that right shoulder down and cat and cow on that side. You have no vanity. You're adorable. Back through center, other way. Drop the shoulder in and then cat and cow to the left. Just warming up that spine. And then come on back through center. All right. So we're going to bring that book to our right foot. We're going to come up on the book. And slide the left leg as far as we can to the left as we sit down into this and then slide it up. Reach again and up. reach, and up. You can do something with your arms if you want to. Just 2 more like this. Beautiful. Now we're going to try that to the front. Leg goes in front, we bend that knee, slide it forward and back. Again, option to do something with your arms or not. But make sure that you're really bending and reaching with that leg. One more. All right. Now, before we go to the back, make sure you have enough space. But I want you to lock that left leg. So don't let it be wimpy. Straighten it out. Use the quad so that as you stretch back, that leg stays straight. You should really be able to get deep in this one. And I know your torso is going to hinge forward a little bit, but I want you to keep in mind that the chest stays open. So maybe give yourself a little flying arms. You could even fly them to the back. You could, of course, make life more difficult by lifting the arm by the ear. But if that causes you to round that upper back, maybe don't do that. She's embarrassed by me. 2 more times. And reach. That right leg should have felt all of that. So let's cross the right ankle over. Hips go to the right, arms go to the left. Round it under, give a little bend of the knees, hands on your thighs, cat, cow, extend, lift it up and over, and we're going the other way. Beautiful. All right, then we're going to move that hook underneath the left foot. We're going to do all those same things. Remember, we started to the side this time. So left foot is on the book. We slide as far as you can go, and then come up. Think about what we were talking about a few weeks ago, where we try to kind of emphasize the eccentric contraction of your quad. That's the lowering, not as much on the pressing up. And again, options with your arms, whatever you want to do. One more to the side. Beautiful. Bring it up. Leg is in front. We sit down into it. We reach those toes as far as you can forward. Anything you want with your arms. One more. All right, now we lock that right leg. So we're going to use our quad to lift the kneecap, tighten up that leg so that as we come into it, that leg will reach straight back as we bend that left knee. And again, maybe we want to remind ourselves to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Or we can add extra resistance. And bring that up. Left leg goes over the right, up and over, hips push to the left. We're going to bend both knees. We're going to round it down, come to a cat, and then a cow. Stick that tailbone out, up and over, other way. Oh, beautiful. All right, a little bit of calf work, and then we do one more set of quads with the book. So if you might need some balance for this one, or something to hold on to, maybe scoot the book. You're going to put the ball of the right foot up on the book. Maybe just the heel is hanging off. Then you're going to come up, not too much weight on that balanced hand. And then the other leg is going to come in front, and it just stays in the air. I'm going to lower my heel so it goes lower than the book. I have to scoot back a little bit, right? So I want that heel lower than the book and then even with the book. Lower and even, lower and even, lower, even. 2 more, lower, even, lower, even. Now I'm going to keep my foot even with the book and come above it, and come above it, and come above it. Good, and now I'm gonna put that together. I go lower than the book, even with the book, above the book. Lower than the book, even with the book, above the book. Lower, even, and above. Lower, even, and above. I hope you're feeling these. Last one, lower, even, and above. Stay up. Press a little taller, just stabilize through that ankle, take that other leg, swing it just a couple times. Woo, bring that down, put that opposite leg down on the ground slightly ahead of you. Take the leg you just worked, drop the heel off the back of the book. And that should give you a delicious quad or calf stretch. Bend the knee a little bit to take it deeper. Bring that leg up, point, flex, put it back up, turn the toe in and heel out. Drop the heel, lean into it with the heel. Keep the booty tucked under, bend the knee. Bring it out again, give me a circle in one direction and then the other. Toes out, heel in, drop that, bend it, woo, and shake that out. Other side. So now I'm gonna have my left foot on the book, whatever you have. Not too much weight here. Other leg in front. Heel drops lower than the book and then even with the book. Lower than the book and even. Lower and even. Lower and even. Lower and even. We go above the book, even with the book. Above the book, even with the book. Above, even. Above, even. Above, even. Now full range all the way down and all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down and all the way up. Down and up, down and up. A few more here. Beautiful, come all the way up. Front leg is going to swing a couple times. You're pressing into the book, growing as tall as you possibly can. And relax, foot comes down, slide that left foot back a little bit, drop the heel. Make sure the booty is underneath you. Bend that knee a little bit. Ooh, yum. And we're gonna come up, we're gonna point and flex, and side to side. We'll go toe in, heel out, drop that heel. Bend that knee. And then bring down and circle, toe out, heel in, drop it, bend that knee. Okay, all right. As promised, one more little quad set here. Maybe you want your chair for this. I'm gonna go sideways, so I'm gonna use it. Okay. So, depending on the size of your book, this, we're gonna have to play with this a little bit. So I'm gonna try and get my feet as wide as possible, but still be on the book. And then I screwed up, sorry. There we go. And then I'm gonna scoot forward until my heels are on the book, but my toes are off. So you can see I have a nice little angle there, right? Then I'm gonna bend my knees, and normally, we sometimes have the knees come forward. I want you to see if you can slide down that imaginary wall, but without having the knees come too far forward. And you just might be able to go a little deeper in a squat than you normally do, and then press to stand up. And the chair is there for balance if you need it, or if you need a little bit of assistance. So you choose whether you want to use that at all. You're going to hold at the very bottom. I'd like you to check out your knees. Mine do this, in and out. So do your best to stabilize them. You could even put your hands on your inner thighs and press out as you go down. Or you put your hands on your inner thighs and push against those hands to stabilize those knees. But as I mentioned, you may be able to go a little deeper than you normally do in a squat, basically, because we have those heels elevated. If you hear a crunch in your knees, stop there, or right before that, please. Let's do just 2 more and we'll hold at the bottom. All right, here we go. We're holding here. Holding, holding, holding. Can you sit a quarter of an inch deeper? Can you lift a quarter of an inch down and up, down and up? We're gonna make our way up, down and up. So each time you come a little higher, woo, and relax. Let's step back with that left leg, tuck it under, drop into it, feel a nice stretch across the front of your quad. And then let's do the other leg. Bye. It's been nice having you though. Beautiful. All right, let's get a little bit of upper body, a little bit more toward the back side of your lower body. So you're gonna hold your book between your thumb and index finger. We're gonna step forward with the left leg, right leg is gonna go back. And we're gonna start just jumping bird here, right? Fingers really light here. And then we're gonna add on, lifting that arm out to the side with a little bend in the elbow. That might cause you to twist a little bit to the right. I'm okay with that. If that was bugging you, you could bring that arm straight back instead. 2 more. Good. Come down, just hold the book there as if you're going to drop it into the ground and then lift it and lift it. At the same time, I want you to bend and straighten that standing leg. And relax. Book goes in the chair, left leg across the right. Sit into it, tailbone is long. Round it under and stick it out again. And then we'll do the other side. I'm just switching, you probably don't need to. So I'm holding that book between my fingers. This is also improving your grip strength. Interestingly, grip strength is a predictor of longevity. All right, so right leg is forward this time, left leg is back. And we've got that jumping bird down. And then if you want to add on, that arm comes out to the side. And if that bugs you, you can certainly bring it to the back. Couple more. Beautiful. Bring that arm down. Standing leg is going to bend and straighten. At the same time, we just squeeze the shoulder blade up. And relax. All right. Right leg crosses over left. Extend that spine. Long spine. Round it under. And extend it out again. All right. Back to this depends on your book slipperiness and your pants slipperiness. It can be done without the book, but if you can, you're going to put that book behind your right leg. And you have to squeeze it nice and tight. And then you're going to try and find a flat back, even with the ground. Flex through that right heel, push it to the sky, and push. Left knee has a slight bend in it. Beautiful. At the top this time, squeeze the book as hard as you can. Hamstring curl, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax, grab that book. Take your right leg out in front, step back with the left, bend your left knee. Ooh, flat back, try not to round under. Roll those right toes up, roll them out. Bring them down, roll up, come back to center, bend that left knee, right toes come up and back through center, roll them down, and lift back up again. All right, let's do that on the other side, please. All right, so book, we try and snug it behind that left leg. We're gonna try and elongate our spine, flex that left heel to the sky and push up. Right knee is bent. Almost there. Good, hold it at the top, squeeze it, hamstring curl, curl. And relax. Woo. Left leg steps forward, right knee bends, spine is long and flat. Lift the left toes up, turn them out, lift up, come back down in the right knee, lift the left toes up, bring them back to center, place them down, and come up. Woo, shake that out. One last standing exercise, but for the biceps. Let's go into a wide stance, pull your abs in, sit down in a plie. You can make this more difficult by lifting up on your toes. You don't have to. Hands are right underneath your book, and you're going to serve that platter, arms straight, and lift them up a little at the end. So they come down, raise your sides, extend it up. Try to have your hands under the book if possible. You can always sit deeper if you're feeling it or not feeling it. Hey, come on back. Everybody misses you. Hello. I'm glad you weren't here for the previous exercise. I was afraid I'd drop the book. All right, this time, arms straight out in front of you. Give it a tiny bend. Straighten, 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 straight. Get it all the way straight. And relax. Read it. You're a very intelligent cat. I bet you can figure out some good vocabulary. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Woo, palms open, flex. Feel that stretch through your biceps. Take that left arm a little farther back through center, right arm a little farther back. Shake all that out. We are coming down to the ground. And your book, you will still need for a little bit of tricep. Your chair you won't need. All right. So we're going to lie down. Knees are going to bend. And you have your book with you. Okay. So as I mentioned, we're going to do a little bit of tricep here. Then we'll add that into a little bit of ab work. So we're just going to put that book on the left palm. We're flexing through that hand. We're going to keep those abs in. We're going to bring that arm overhead. We're going to bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Now, right now I can see my elbow. See if you can take it a little farther so you can't see your elbow. What are you doing? I have to look on the screen to see what you're doing, Ding Dong. And then start to come back up so you begin to see that arm in your peripheral vision, and then go back down again. And come back up again. And one more time, we go back down. You should be feeling this in that tricep by now. And then bring it down. Shake that left arm out. Tap that left hand to your left shoulder. Let it open and stretch. Back through center. Over to the other side, give it a tug, and then lift up. And now we'll do the same on the right. So right hand is going to flex. We're going to bring that overhead, but I can still see my elbow. I'm going to straighten and straighten, palm to the sky. And then start to move it away so you can't see the arm anymore. Your hand gets closer to the ground. And then start to come back up again. And move down again. And come back up again. And down again. And one more time, up. And last time down. And relax. You can let that book rest. Right hand to the right shoulder. Push it back. Ooh, to center. And over to the other side. You might be able to get a little more stretch there. And then open those arms into a T. Let the ribs pop up for a second. And then bring that book onto the ribs to remind them to press down. So I'm pushing the book into my ribs. Then I'm going to put that book back in my left arm, but this time I'm keeping it straight. I'm keeping those ribs down. Left arm is going to go as far beside the left ear as possible without resting on the ground. I'm going to feel that big tricep. I'm going to also feel how it wants to pop my ribs up. So keep them down and then lift back up, and you'll need to kind of flex your wrist at that point. Reach and come back up. Reach and come back up. Inhale. 2 more. This time, I just want you to hold it by your ear with a straight arm. I want you to lift an inch, lift an inch, lift an inch. As you lift, make sure the ribs stay down. Ribs stay down, ribs stay down, ribs stay down. Back up, other side. So it's in my right hand. I'm going to reach that right arm overhead until the arm is by the ear. Feel that big stretch. Keep the ribs pulled down and then lift up. Up and over, inhaling and back up, exhaling. Almost there. Beautiful. And then I'm going to come up. I'm going to reach that arm by my ear. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to lift an inch, lift an inch, lift an inch. Keep the ribs down, ribs down, ribs down. And relax. Once again, just let that book rest on your ribs. Let those arms open in a T position. And then we're going to take that book and we're going to bring it behind our head and let our head just rest on it. Not way down here at the neck, but up a little bit. So it's just on the head. Elbows are wide and I'm just holding my fingers underneath the book. Deep breath in. On an exhale, I'm going to lift up, but I'm going to try and keep my elbows down to the very last moment. And then while I'm here, I'm going to extend that book overhead. I'm going to come back and gently come down. And I'm going to try when I come back not to have my elbows in front of me as I did. Deep breath in, exhale to lift, inhale to stretch and reach, elbows wide and come down. Lift, reach, back and down. If your neck bothers you when you do that portion of the exercise, then instead you just keep the book there, you take a breath and then you come back down. Inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, reach if you want, exhale back to center and down. Just a few more. Lift, reach, back and down. Last 2, lift, reach, back and down. Last time, lift, reach, we're holding. Turn that book so that your palms are facing the ceiling. You're pushing up against it. Feel that reach and then just gently bring it down. Keep that hand, keep that book where it is in your hand. Stack those legs tabletop. Deep breath in. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Inhale, extend arms and legs. Exhale, book taps the knees. Inhale to reach, so sort of a double leg stretch here, and tap. And reach, and tap, and reach, and tap. Keep it going. Again, if your neck is bothering you, you can get all you need by extending those legs. You can even rest the head down, right? Couple more of whatever version you're doing. And then we'll put the book on top of the shins and take a little rock side to side. We're going to roll all the way over onto your side facing knee. We're going to put that book on the bottom leg. And for starters, it's going to be in a 90-degree angle. Top leg, we're going to put it here for now. We're going to play with this. but try not to roll open, right? So try and stay forward bending here. And then we're gonna lift that leg up with that 90-degree angle. And as we do that, we're trying, again, not to roll over onto our glutes. So we lift, should be some inner thigh happening here. You may not even need to hold the book. Two more. Beautiful. Option to try and straighten the leg out, and you probably will have to hold it now. And the same thing. Waistline off the ground, by the way. Two more. And relax. While we're on this side, take that book on the top leg. And again, stack up, knee over knee, spine is long, waistline is lifted. You might have to hold your book with your hand on the book, or you may not. And we lift up as a unit. Two more. And then same option to extend the leg, maybe move the book down a little bit. Just be careful where you place it. Not right on the knee joint. If you want to turn that toe down a little bit, that's fine. You should be feeling this one. Two more. No, four more, sorry. And relax. Well, if that hips need some love, give it some love. And we get to do the other side. All right, so we come on over. And we'll do that bent knee position. With the top leg open, right? But not so far open that we roll back. Bottom leg is bent. Again, I may not even have to hold the book in place. Beautiful. Then we'll straighten out that leg. Again, you may have to hold the book now, and we lift. And relax. And then we'll stack both legs up, look on that top leg, and we lift as a unit. Good, last one. And then we straighten that leg out and we lift. And you're welcome to turn that toe down. Keep the waistline off the ground, please. Two more. And relax. All right, and then we're just going to come over onto our abs. We're going to bring that book with us and let it sit on our sacrum and put our palms underneath it. And we'll straighten those arms, and you'll notice that those shoulders might want to roll down. So I want you to just keep lengthening the arms until your shoulders don't slope down. They can't reach to do that. Point the toes, lift the kneecaps, pull the belly button in, deep breath in. On the exhale, slide your hands even farther down your legs to lift yourself up. And then maybe lift the arms the tiniest bit, hold and come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button and kneecaps are lifted, the toes are in the ground, back of the neck is long. And relax down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, stretch, reach. and down again. Inhale, exhale, lift, reach, stretch, and down. 2 more times. And relax. Last time. Kneecaps lift, belly button lifts, arms lift, shoulders stretch, reach, and relax. You can keep that book right there. And when you sit back, you have a little extra space for your stretch. And then we're going to roll it forward and roll it back. Beautiful. And then we're going to come over onto our spine one more time. And again, this kind of depends on how slippery your pants are. If your pants are too slippery to hold the book between your knees, then you're going to have the option to put the book on your ribs for kinesthetic feedback, right? So they don't pop up during toe touch. But if you want to try your toe touch with the book between the knees, here we go. Ribs flat. We inhale as those legs slowly move away, flex through the heels, and exhale to come up just as slowly. So we point to reach and slowly lower. We exhale to flex and lift, nice and controlled. And relax. Again, let's put that book behind the hamstrings this time. Curl those legs in, pull in, get a nice low back stretch. Take a little quick rock side to side. Okay, let's put that book out in front of you. Hand on that book. That should have your elbow off the ground. Both knees are bent. Back arm is straight, pointed to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. First option is to reach your arm over your head or over to the side to add intensity. Or you could see if you could roll all the way up and then at the very end, twist at the top and come down. We're going to stay on this side. So you come up halfway, do something with your arm if you want, or all the way up and give it a little rotation. Just a few more here. Good, good, good. Just 2 more. And then you're going to switch sides. So hand on that book. Option to lift part of the way up, arm overhead or off to the side. Hold that intensity and back down. Deep breath in, exhale, lift and reach somehow with your arms or come all the way up and twist. And you're just doing 6 of these. 6. And tickle your toes. All right. And when you finish that, you get to lie down, put both knees in, and put the book over your shin. And then left foot goes on the ground. We'll bring that book behind the right knee. We're going to hug it in nice and close. Get the rib to the thigh. Open that leg a little bit to the side. Maybe take an opportunity to mobilize through that right ankle. And then we'll stretch the left leg out on the ground. I'm going to flip that book. So we're pushing down on the hamstring and up on the calf. And again, we point and flex, maybe get some rotations. Then we're going to bend that knee and we're going to pull the book off to the side. So we're pushing on that outside of that right hip, not very far, just enough till you feel that deep stretch. And if you want to, you can certainly go all the way over into a twist and move the book into your right hand to open that up. Mosey on back through center. Figure 4 stretch. Put that book on the inside of your right thigh for a slightly deeper inner thigh opening. And then bring that up. We'll slide that book around behind the left hamstring. Bring everything in. Extend that left leg up, flex and point, rotate, side to side. Then bend that knee. And this time we're going to bring that book on top of that left shin. We're going to bring those legs slightly to the left, and then option to take the book out on the ground again with your right hand under it so you can twist left. Oh. Come back through center, feel that nice opening on that right side, yeah. And then bend both knees again, look behind that left knee. Bring it over to the left. Then we'll slide back through center, we'll flex through that heel. Give some rotations, and then we flip the book. We're trying to bring the hamstring down, foot up. Again, some mobility here. Then I'm going to bring the book on the outside of the leg as I bring it across. So get that big stretch in the outside of the hip. And then I'm going to put my left hand into the book as I let my leg go to the right for a twist if you want. Back through center. I'm going to use that book on the inside of my left thigh just to passively open that up a little bit. Slide the right heel in, thread your needle, use that book behind the right leg, flex and point. And then we'll close that gap. Book comes on top of the right shin, hug it in, knees move to the right. The book goes underneath the left hand, and we drop to the right. And back through center. Relax for a moment. When you're ready, meet me on your hands and knees, however it is that you want to get there. We're gonna stagger our cat-cow, so right hand forward, left knee forward, cow and cat. And then square it all up. Left hand forward, right knee, cow and cat. And then everything together, cat and cow. Tuck your toes, lift your tailbone up to the sky. Wide stance. Hang over, Michelle, not yes and shake no. Bend your knees, round, extend. And we have our curtsies. Thank you.